Today I'd like to talk about the topic of balance in your life, or being well-rounded. That might be a way to look at it. This is something that's always been intriguing to me, to see how balance affects us. Now, we know with nutrition you need to have a balanced diet. If you're completely missing certain macronutrients, you're not going to be healthy. Same thing with exercise. You want to have a balanced routine. People that only work their mirror muscles, they're not going to be working those opposing muscles, and you're going to have imbalances. And the same thing can go for our personal development in life. When we're trying to work on different areas, we want to have some good balance. So if you were to just analyze this in a simplified version, if you just had a pie chart and divided it in four, so you've got those four pieces. You've got mental, physical, spiritual, and social. I've also seen charts of this where they show emotional or professional or financial or family, that sort of thing. So there's all kinds of different areas, but I'm just going to stick with the basics on here to simplify things. I'd like to share with you a scripture from the New Testament about the life of Jesus. This is a short scripture, Luke 2:52, but it tells a little bit about how he progressed and developed in these areas. So you can see here, it says, and Jesus increased in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. So wisdom, again, that intellectual, mental capacity; stature, physical body growth; favor with God, his spirituality; and in favor with man, his social skills and abilities. You'll be able to see examples of some of the people that really stick out, that they've developed well in some of these areas. For physical development, sometimes you'll look around and you'll see someone and say, man, they're a physical specimen. They are amazing. They're great body, great shape, the things they're able to do, an athlete, whatever it might be, as opposed to someone that's sickly and ill and struggling in that area. With mental or intellectual, sometimes you'll see someone who's you'll call them a genius, or they're smart.
My boy's wicked smart.
And that, as opposed to someone that's maybe a little more slower developmentally, mentally, or a little more ignorant as to a lot of things. They don't have the same knowledge base. And so that's another obvious one you can see. All right, and when it comes to the social area, I'm sure you could all think of someone you know who's a social butterfly. They've got social skills, they've got all kinds of friends in different groups, get along well with others. And a lot of times we think the opposite of that might be someone who's really shy or timid, and that could be part of it, but also even someone that's really extroverted, sometimes they being obnoxious and pushy and rude in public.
One guy talking plenty for everybody. And then me, myself, right? And then I, and then myself, and me. I couldn't tell this one about I because I was talking about myself, and then me.
And then you probably heard people know of someone or seen people that say, oh, that person's a spiritual giant. They're just so in tune with things, they have great faith, that sort of stuff, as opposed to someone that might be struggling in that area. And as I said, there's other areas with emotions, finances, profession, things like that are also things we want to keep in balance in our life so we don't get out of whack. So the main thing I'm trying to point out here is you don't want to be that athlete, someone with an amazing body, great physical health, and you're not functioning in some of those other areas.
I lift things up and put them down.
Maybe you're a genius, but you're completely awkward in social situations and don't feel good. I mean, that's something also you might be able to work on. And the reason I think this is important, because all of these areas in our life, we can try and segment them and cut them into pizza slices and analyze them, but they're all interrelated. So, when we're suffering in some of those areas, it's going to wear off on the others. I'm lacking in all of these areas as I've analyzed myself, and I'm sure some of you might feel the same way. But I would encourage you to take maybe a self-inventory, kind of analyze things and see what you can do in some of those areas where you might feel most lacking, where you can have some more personal development and maybe develop your confidence so you're feeling better about yourself and more well-rounded. So I just wanted to share that with you today, that concept, and hopefully you can find a way to have better balance in your life so you're not out of balance. Hey, thanks for watching this channel. I have a lot of other topics and things I'm working on, so check back. Feel free to comment, share any of your thoughts on these topics, and share with others. Thanks.